Salute, what's good, family? Salute to the Just Do family. Salute to my entire TWT family. Appreciate all y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Wanted to come through with this quick live. I see the today they announced, or was it last night they announced, Joseph Parker versus Joyce. I think that's a solid fight. It's a good fight to tune into. Yo, the Wise Crush was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. I just wanted to come through, do a quick live, chop it up. There's two quick topics that caught my eye. One, I like to break down the fights, and Joseph Parker and Joyce seem like a solid fight. I'm not that high on Joyce, but I think he a tough dude nonetheless. And Joe Parker should provide somewhat of a test for Joyce, but I don't expect that he'd win. And I came across a little clip. I wanted to play it, but it got music in the background where Regis. This is more recent, is why Regis is in the thumbnail. He spoke on real briefly though. He spoke on a fight with him and Tank, saying that'd be he'd be Tank's toughest test, and talked about how they always go back and forth on social media. I do got an older clip in here from Regis, but the one I wanted to play is more recent. He spoke about a potential fight with him and Tank and how that'd be, explosive and whatever. I agree with him, man. MP, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. I'll say this. Make no mistake about it. Anybody Regis get in the ring with, it is going to be a tough fight for them, whether they want to admit to it, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I think any weight class Regis campaigns in, he's just that type of dude. He has that type of mentality. He got that type of mental makeup in the ring. He coming to beat you up, like he said in one of his videos that he dropped recently. You know what I mean? He don't come to box. He come to beat you up. And he said everybody you done faced done been in the hospital. And, I agree. I mean, make no mistake about it. If a fight between him and Tank happened, it'd have to be at 140. I doubt Regis will go down to 35 to make that fight, regardless of how, how much money is on the line. I just don't think that would serve him any good. But nonetheless, I mean, I kind of agree with him with him potentially being Tank's toughest fight to date if he was to fight him at 140. You know what I'm saying? Regis just a dog. He that type of fighter. He tough. You know what I mean? He has skills. He had that raw pie. Side of the ruler was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Tank Davis is ready for Regis. Shit, I look at it like this, bro. If he ain't ready for Regis now, he'll never be. They got around the same many fights, and when you was accomplished as Tank, appreciate you for sliding through too, Brody. But when you was as accomplished as Tank, you got as many fights. Shit, you ain't got no choice but to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to build yourself as pay-per-view star, you got to be willing to take any and all comers. And I know just, from the outside looking in, people see that because I've seen that. That's what made me talk about it a little bit too. When I seen some of the comments and the reactions, I did see somebody say exactly that. Tank ain't ready for Regis. Regis wins easy. Regis. I was surprised that I don't think I seen nobody pick Tank just right off the bat in them comments that I siphoned through real quick. I was like, well, damn. I mean, nobody got Tank winning. Shit. That's true. Regis power. Ain't nothing to play with. Facts. Bake was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. But I always say this. At that top level, at the elite level, you know what I mean? The level Tank at, you're going to need more than power to beat him. And I know Regis got more than just power. So I ain't saying he would, he would just be all power. But I don't think he's a better boxer than Tank. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't see him as being a better boxer. Not by far. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. But his best bet would be to try to see if he could bully Tank. You know what I mean? And that comes with some resistance. You're going to meet some resistance when you're trying to end on. So you're not going to just run in there and, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to that dude. And I believe also Tank is the kind of fighter, if you going to try to force him to fight, you know what I mean? He definitely going to fight you. Regis got a chin. Yeah, hell yeah. Dangerous fight, tough fight for both though. You know what I'm saying? And I get Regis, he been at 40, the natural 40 pounder and all that. When you got Dynamite with boxing IQ and a skill set like Tank, man, like I said, at the very worst, that's a 50-50 fight. And I'm cool with them odds. Them the type of fights you want to be in anyway. I mean, especially if you Tank and the level he at and for where he's at in his career, it makes sense from this point moving forward for him to entertain 50-50 fights if he has the option to do so. That's what he need to do. Most definitely. And I'll say not even just with power, maybe his style, maybe his pressure style, trying to bring the fight to Tank, trying to, be in his chest, but Tank being a smaller guy, that might work to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? So because they both got great power. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a great time for us in boxing if all these guys mix it up at their best. That's where I'm at with it, MP. That's why I try to generate those conversations and stuff like that based on what these fighters be speaking on and telling us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't jump on yesterday. I just didn't see enough that piqued my interest. But nonetheless, we here today. I wasn't gonna go 2 days, but the potential for so many great fights is right there. It's just a matter of everybody going about their business the right way. And I did a live a few days ago, you know what I'm saying? And I was speaking on, politics, ducking, and just business. And again, I feel like when they say it's just business, what they call the business of boxing sometimes, I think that's just their way of, getting out of being responsible or holding themselves accountable when they do bad business in the sport of boxing that be stopping these fights from happening. And right now, if we could eliminate the politics, the ducking, and cut down on some of the bad business being done, that got to equal to more great fights being made. You get what I'm saying? There's no other option. That would be the results, in my opinion. You cut down, you eliminate politics from always being a reason a fight don't happen. Not allowing people to duck and holding motherfuckers accountable, man, and not misusing the word duck. You know what I'm saying? And not saying it's just business when it's really bad business that's stopping these fights. Right now in boxing, there aren't that many superstars outside of Canelo, Spence, Wilder, and Tank. Everybody else has to earn it. And that's cool because even with that being the case, I mean, that should make these dudes hungrier. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it better for us because, I think too many people get wrapped up in that celebrity star life, man, before they actually put the work in. So it's a good thing when especially if guys feel like they got to earn it right now. Opulent LD, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling, Brody? And I was over there, KQKC, the OG. I was listening to the OG cooking, and I liked it. I liked the fact that he was speaking on that topic, and it just made me feel like I know for the people that was listening, I was catching the lives. I know people heard me call that out some weeks ago about potentially it being Loma that Devin Haney was going to face next, and not Kambosos. Kambosos just went a little too quiet for me. Mike and Baby say, yeah, and again, like I don't know exactly how to get these fighters to understand that they gonna get the support of the fans, win, lose, or draw. Like they need to get in there, especially if you putting your O in there up against a quality opponent and you so happen to lose. So what? So be it. On to the next. You learn from it and you move on. Like that babysitting and protecting the O is watering down boxing because it's allowing ducking to take place, and they're calling it business. You get what I'm saying? It's the business of boxing. No, that's just the bad business of boxing, man. If it makes sense for you to fight somebody and you got to take a risk, so be it. Take that risk and challenge yourself accordingly, man. You will be a better fighter because of it. And I think for the fighters that want to continue to allow their promoters, they use their promotional companies and things like that and social media to avoid top competition when it's time for them to fight, they're gonna suffer in the long run. It's no shame in losing the top competition. I mean, like, they say it all the time, the greats lost, man. So you challenge yourself enough times against enough quality opposition, you bound to come up with a loss, and it's all good. Life goes on after a loss, man. And that's what people always got to keep that in mind. It's about the next opportunity. It's what you're going to do with that next opportunity when you get a chance. I mean, are you going to seize the moment, or, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, Regis and Tank been exchanging words for quite some time now, man. And I just hope at some point that's a fight that actually could be made. And why I would even push for a fight like that, and not saying right now, but sometime in the future, because anytime I hear one guy that I hear a lot of people pick against when it comes to Tank is when it comes to Regis. And why wouldn't I want to see that challenge? I remember saying it before when we was talking about this the Mayweather effect. Facts. That's the Mayweather effect. Facts, man. And people need to understand it was only him. He's one of one. If they just, you know what I mean, instead of trying to, I believe at times fighters focus on the wrong things to try to emulate from Floyd and take from Floyd. And, all this protecting of the O, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd actually fought people, man. He challenged people, especially when he was young. He damn sure wasn't doing no ducking. So that's why I get annoyed when I hear people blame it all on Floyd. Can't blame it all on him, because it's like at that age and the age that some of these dudes is at, he was challenging himself against people that motherfuckers thought he wouldn't beat, per se. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of those fights. They ain't always think this dude was going to win. He fought Gennaro Hernandez. I mean, the dude was a little older, but still, people ain't think he was going to beat him. I mean, they thought that was too soon at the time. Like Fannin, Sweet Pete, Whitaker, Hearnsworth, Jones, and Tyson all took losses and all still looked at as great. You know what I'm saying? Great talents and Hall of Famers at that. R.I.P. to Sweet Pea, man. But yeah, man, the O need to, you know what I mean? They need to stop focusing on the O and focus on your next opponent. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the things you can control, like how hard you train, and, you know what I'm saying, what fights you going after. Focus on that shit and not so much, you know what I mean, losing. Because it's just a part of the game, man.
So I saw the Tank fight. Good fight, Tank. Solid opponent, but he ain't me. So don't you ever fucking say my name ever again, because I guarantee I'll smash you, and I guarantee Floyd and Leonard Ellaby and none of them niggas ain't gonna let you close to me. So don't say my name ever again, because I will fucking knock you out, little boy.
That was Regis talking that talk to Tank, man. He just happened to be a great worker and outwork everybody he fought. And that's facts. Facts. All facts. Floyd beat Zab. Judah Hatton was undefeated. Corrales was knocking out people left and right. Shane Mosley and Cotto. Those ain't light touches, and still kept his O. Yeah, you got people complaining about when he fought him. He fought all these dudes. Oh, he fought this one. Oh, he fought that one. Oh, Bruce Gas, salute, OG. Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? Tank Davis ain't ready for that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, the best way to know is to put people in there, and I truly hope, like, that this rumbling shit that I'm hearing about another Pitbull Cruz fight is bullshit, because don't nobody want to see that. I'm speaking for other people. We don't want to see that. That was the closest, but still got our work. Facts. And he had the speed and the timing early in that fight to offset some things and give Floyd a little run for his money. If we being honest, he should have got ruled for a knockdown in that fight. It wouldn't have changed much, but for what it's worth, maybe it would have boosted his ab confidence, because he did catch Floyd backing up, pulling out, and that glove touched the canvas. He got away with one right there. Kano, my brother, salute to you. Appreciate you for stopping through. You already know. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I know you getting that work in. I'm a fan of Tank Davis is better off fighting Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I think those are bigger money fights and easier than Regis. Yeah, I mean, again, like, one thing I do over here is I always try to provoke conversation and thought. And the fact that I seen a recent clip of Regis, you know what I mean, it got music in the back. I wanted to play it, but he ain't say too much, but he just said the fight with them would be explosive. And they asked him if he think he'd be Tank toughest fight. He said, yeah. So I say hopefully somewhere down the line that they actually try to fight each other. If it's possible, if Regis ain't already moved up to 47 and some shit like that. But I say if that opportunity ever presents itself, I'll be one of the first people calling for it because so many people don't think Tank can handle Regis, but I just think differently when it comes to that because he got his own firepower. Regis ain't gonna be the only one packing power in that fight. But yeah, I think those are the more logical fights, and I think those are the ones that he'll pursue more so than a Regis Prograis fight. You know what I mean, especially with Ryan Garcia. It's time. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say it's time for Ryan Garcia to take a nap. You know what I'm saying it's been his nap time for some time now. He cranky. The boy need a nap. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd gonna help him with that. Excited Regis getting a shot. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Regis getting an opportunity out of the belt. Yeah, and people been ducking him way too long, and he was just asking the question that how's these belts vacant? He ain't getting the opportunity. I just removed that clip. I just had it in there when he was talking about that, but I knew I should have left it in there. But yeah, now finally you fast forward to now he got an opportunity. So I'm just glad for him. I think he gonna make the most of it. Jose Cepeda ain't a walk in the park. But shit, neither is Regis, you know what I'm saying? So I'm leaning towards Regis in that fight to beat Jose. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna take Jose Cepeda out. But yeah, man, I just wanted to give y'all my quick thoughts. I ain't gonna make this live too long like my normal ones. I'm still gonna come back later on with something else to talk about for sure. But I just wanted to chop it up real quick and get my thoughts, man, what I think, man. Again, I'm glad that Regis got his opportunity. I know that's all he truly focused on, but you know, these reporters can't help but to ask about Tank. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Anybody from 130 to 147, it seemed like they asked about Tank. Shit, the beta is better than what I thought he was. Yeah, a little better. Yeah, he probably a little better than what a few people thought he was. But I mean, nonetheless, he gonna put up a good fight for as long as it lasts. I just feel like at some point, you know what I mean, Regis could really hurt this dude and get him out of there. He got dropped. Yeah, facts. I always try to do that, bro. That's what I do over here because when people think of this channel and Just Do, you're gonna think of we could come here and have some of the best boxing conversation. Whether it's two people in here, 5, 15, or 50, we gonna rock out the same way. I mean, we got Kid Austin fighting this weekend too, man. Kid Austin, man, that's somebody I was telling y'all to stay on the lookout for. So y'all definitely stay tuned for Kid Austin. He got a fight. Finally, it should be televised this card. I gotta see where he fighting at, but yeah, man, he got a fight coming up. Kid Austin, he another player at 135 pounds that's looking like the real deal and looking like he gonna be a major player. And ain't just Frank Martin coming up. Kid Austin is definitely making his way. He doing it quietly, fighting on them other these smaller cards and stuff like that. But once he gets some TV exposure, he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people gonna ride. I'm guessing, I'm thinking that I gotta double check with this dude. I'm telling you, 135 is hot. They got some established talent that still need to prove themselves, and they got some younger talent that's doing what they can to prove themselves. 135 is deeper than what people think. Definitely, you're gonna want to tune in, especially if his fight televised. This kid is a gym rat. He always in the gym, man. He look big. He like a big 35 pounder. He pack like a muscular dude, man. Valenzuela is another dangerous fighter at 35. Yeah, I just did a video on him. I was chopping it up on him the other day too, because him and Rolly got into it. I don't know if you had seen it. Him and Rolly got into it.
You still got your knock the fuck out. You talk that shit, I'm not your ass out. I'm not your ass out. That's why you got that come out and start doing the meeting, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Stop recording that shit, because I know you just doing shit for class. You ain't real, motherfucker. You go bitch.
That was El Ryer right there getting into it with Rolly. Rolly invited that man to his private area, man. So I was talking about that. I think that's a fight that we should push for at some point too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Rolly versus Valenzuela for sure. Rayo and Rolly. Rayo versus Rolly. One of the new guys look at Lomachenko when he comes back. Cook Lomachenko, yeah, man. Somebody gonna be on his top. Somebody gonna do Loma ass in for real. Yeah, Rolly shout out, man. El Rio said, I'll knock you the fuck out, man. El Rio ain't playing no games with that dude, man. He wants smoke. So, but I was watching a clip. I was watching a little interview of El Rio a little earlier today too, and he got a fight September 4th coming up with Jezreel Corrales. I'm gonna do a breakdown video on that too. But he got a fight coming up. He did entertain a fight. He said he want to fight Pitbull Cruz. He said everybody praising this dude like he fought Tank. He gave him a good fight, but he ain't win. And he's saying everybody praising him like he's some great fighter. He's like he don't think so. And he's like he hoped they accept the challenge. He'd be willing to face Pitbull Cruz after he face Jezreel Corrales. I think he gonna stop Corrales, man. I think he is. I think he gonna stop Jezreel Corrales. Holy cat shit for talking too much, but really cool to me. I'm a fan of trash talk. Yeah, the trash talking is cool. It's cool because it's entertaining and it sells the fight, especially if he's willing to get in there. Now, my thoughts is if you got in there with Tank, you got to be willing to get in there with Ryo, right? You know what I'm saying? I know they're different fighters, but you look, you willing to get in there with Tank Davis, you should be willing to get in there with anybody. Yeah, he mentioned that Pitbull Cruz and El Rio. That'd be another good ass matchup. Another good matchup. I might still chop up a video about that. You know what I mean? Do a little breakdown. So they got El Rio saying something about Pitbull. I would definitely like to see him against Rolly for sure. And another thing that I caught too that was interesting. I caught a Leo Santa Cruz interview too, and he was speaking on Tank versus Ryan Garcia, and he was saying how he think it's a good fight, an even fight, but he think he'll lean towards Tank Davis, you know what I mean? And saying like his power, like he wasn't really feeling Tank power at first. He was there brawling with him, and next thing you know, just like that shot and just got him out of there. So he just basically gave Ryan like a warning, like be careful because Tank power just could turn on at the drop of a hat and get you out of there. I like Rolly too, but he need to tighten up and skills to match his mouth facts. MP, he do. And I think that starts with either adding another trainer if you don't want to get rid of who you with already, add another trainer or get a whole one altogether because you went as far as I think you're going to go with that Bullet character. I don't think you're going to go no further. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. Mr. Chop Top, salute, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? Pitbull can knock some shit. They better watch it. Yeah. Pitbull's a legit challenge for anybody that get in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? He can fight his ass off. I mean, well, he's tough, should I say. You know what I'm saying? I still question how good of a fighter he is because although he fought a solid fight against Tank, he had help with Tank ain't having his best weapon in his left hand for most of the fight, or at least half of the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he still wasn't able to win. And then when he turned around, when he fought Gamboa, I know he blasted Gamboa out, but he looked real reckless and wild. And I just didn't. I appreciated the knockout and laughed at it because it was funny how he got Gamboa out of there, but he was kind of sloppy with it. And I want to know if, did he revert right back to the type of fighter he was? Did he just have like a good night against Tank? And is he able to fight like a complete controlled fight like he did against Tank? He was fighting smart, patient, poised. I know the level of opponent probably forced him to be on top of his A game, but still, you can't afford to revert back. Once you fight a Tank, man, people are expecting, at least I know I was expecting a more clean performance against Gamboa, and to me, it just was kind of sloppy. Y'all give me 2 seconds. My bad, y'all. The sun on my back, man. But yeah, man. Brian Chen could make him the next American if he ain't careful. Yeah, man. Yeah, he definitely got to tighten up on his defense for sure. I mean, he improved slightly, but I even I seen him make an effort to keep his chin down a little bit better against Fortuna. But again, the level of opponent just didn't offer that much. So again, Ryan was going to look good regardless because when your opponent just don't have much to offer, I mean, that's just how it's going to be. You going to look good. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to see, man. We're going to see, man. Hopefully we get Tank versus Ryan next and nothing else because that's the fight that need to be made. You keep calling and clout chasing this man's name, get your ass in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, at the September 4th, I'll see El Rayo knocking out Jezreel Corrales. Hopefully, he either get either a pit bull fight or a Rolly fight. I would be cool with either one of those. I would definitely want to see her. I might have to come back later and revisit this Lomachenko being a potential fight next for Devin Haney. I know I had spoke on it before, but it's starting to look like it's more of a possibility nowadays. But we gonna see. I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears close to these situations and see how things unfold in the near future, man. But starting to lose interest. I'm starting to I'm losing interest in talking about the fight because the way it's being handled and the way they kind of bleeding is dry in terms of an announcement and not really giving the fans much to go off. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's a little lame, but I mean, we got to say we kind of expected this, when the Eagles is involved, a fight of this magnitude, it's going to be some things that had to be worked out. So I guess we just got to be a little more patient, even though it seemed like some reason they should have figured this out, but I think they still will at the end of the day. I don't see Haney fighting the dogs after the Cambosis fight. Hey, he ain't gonna have no choice, Mr. Chop Top. He set the bar so high, and what I'm hearing is it might be Loma. You get what I'm saying? So if Loma is next, then that's already, you know what I mean? That's a good fight, but that's a fight that I think Haney could win, and I just hope that we get some clarity as to who he gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? We need to know. Is it Cambosis or is it Haney? Just let us know now so we could, you know what I mean? But Bob Arum did say, like, he in negotiations, he trying to work out a Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight for December and not Cambosis. So, well, I guess that's what we got to look forward to. And I remember calling this out and people was questioning me, why would he pick Lomachenko now? He don't think, I'm like, man, because he loved Lomachenko. I'm telling you. Like Lomachenko, and he better win. Yeah, he got to, and he better win. He got to win. He can't afford to lose that fight. Beat Loma ass. He getting older. Kick his ass, man. Kick his ass while you got the opportunity. Take advantage of the moment, and resume your career. You know what I'm saying? On to bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to fight Loma. I wish it was Tank or Haney. Either or. Shakur, somebody. I want one of them three to fight him. But again, like Bob Arum say in negotiations, he's trying to work out a Lomachenko and Haney fight for December. So we're going to see. I just told you, Team Cambosis just went too quiet for me. Tank literally took Haney from the zone. Top rank. Yeah. It seemed like it. It seemed like it, right? It seemed like it. I don't know why I said Tank top rank. Loma fighting War right now. Yeah. But he told them he'd be ready in the fall. He told Top Rank he'd be ready in the fall. Loma did. Yeah, definitely. He should get more respect when it went over Lomachenko, and that's a fact. And I don't want to hear he was too old and you aged him out. I don't want to hear none of that. Nope, y'all still praising him. Don't wait till he lose to start. Nah, go on ahead and get in there with that young gunner. I really do think Devin Haney could beat him, and I hope we see it next. So, hope we see Loma and Haney next. Haney and Loma for December. I hope that's the plan. Or in the fall, I hope that's the next fight for Haney and Loma. And like I said, El Rayo, September 4th, he got Jezreel Corrales, and I hope he either get the Pitbull fight or the Rolly fight because Rolly talking too crazy. He might need another nap, you know what I'm saying? And El Rayo going to do some damage if they fight, I think. He's bigger than Tank, so he ain't going to be physically limited in terms of, size and shit like that. You're going to have somebody more closer in size and, good enough, better skill than you to really do some damage to you. So it'll be interesting to see how that fight play out. But as far as this fight, Joseph Parker and Joyce, man, I see this fight possibly not going the distance. You know what I'm saying? If Joseph Parker is able to stay away from Joe Joyce, then maybe it goes the distance. But I see Joe Parker maybe having some success because Joe Joyce is kind of slow and robotic. But once Joe Parker slow down just a tad bit and he start getting touched, I believe Joe Joyce gonna be able to put a hurting on him. And if he don't stop him, he gonna end up beating him on points. Just a big mountain of a man. That's gonna be a tough task for Joe Parker to climb. And I don't know if he gonna have the consistency to outbox him for 12 rounds without getting caught with nothing. I'll see how Joe just keep winning with that. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, you know what it is? Is that chin. He got a beard and he got a stiff jab and he's strong, man. I believe he like the juggernaut, like his name. He got that power for real. He really got some real power, man. That dude's strong. He don't look like he looks slow and all that, but he just continue to win the right one and get him out of there. But I don't think he ain't been in there with no real punches. I mean, he was in there with Daniel Dubois, but Dubois couldn't get past the jab, so he couldn't land his power enough to really have any effect on Joe Joyce. And that was an impressive win. Joe Joyce used that jab unconsciously that night and jabbed Daniel Dubois orbital bone out of place. Ain't gonna eventually break down. I mean, yeah. I mean, you definitely don't want to keep taking unnecessary shots so early, and this is very early in his career, and he ain't the youngest guy either. You know I mean, he's taking a lot of punishment. I think a Deontay Wilder would be the wrong kind of guy to allow to be able to hit you over and over. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd take a nap. You'll see that big dude tumble, man. But these other guys, they ain't, and Joseph Parker ain't a big puncher either, so I don't see him really being able to slow Joe Joyce down enough to really hurt him and get his respect enough where he gonna have to second guess anything. Maybe I could be wrong, but I see Joe Joyce having some success, but I see Joe Joyce catching up to him sooner or later, and if he don't stop him, he gonna start beating him up. That's what I think. But again, man, that's just my just due on that fight, man. Told y'all the family ain't want to make this live too long, man. Y'all smash the like button for me on y'all way out, man. Y'all know your boy Just will be back with something later and do my longer length lives. You know how I do it, maybe 2-3 hour joint. You never know. You know how we do over here. So again, peace and salute to the family. I'll be back with another one. That's all I got for this one. I'm out of here. Peace.